you're in a sales meeting and you know the other person wants what you're selling, but there's something missing and you just can't gel with them, you can't build that rapport and you don't know why. In this short series of videos that I'm making, I'm talking about how we can use DISC as a tool to sort that out. So there's a well-known phrase, I'm sure you've heard it before, which is known as the golden rule, which is always treat people as you want to be treated yourself, which is great. You know, it's well-meaning. It comes from people with good intentions. But unless you actually are that person, which you're not, then do you really want to be treated the same as that person? Because we're not the same, so it's unlikely. So when we use DISC, we have a different rule that we go by, and that's the platinum rule. And that's to treat people as they want to be treated. So that's what DISC is all about, really. It's all about working out what kind of behaviors somebody displays. We can observe that. And then based on our observations, we can work out how to treat them, how they want to be treated. I'm going to give you an example. So if we know that somebody is a C style, so if we remember, C is for conscientious. So people who need data and they need details and systems and processes to be able to get to understand something. So they're not going to even be able to go forward with us to make a decision about sales if we don't give them data and information. So it's really quite a straightforward, simple process. If we know this information, we know that they need processes, they need data, they need information, then we can tailor our sales pitch accordingly. You know, we can make sure that we've got plenty of data and information about our product so that they're able to understand it and make a decision. If, say, for example, I'm a C style, I need lots of information and data for me to understand. I go into a sales meeting with that information. However, I'm meeting an influencer, a high I. That's somebody who's very sociable. They're the social one. We're going to bore the pants off them really quickly because they're just not interested in that level of detail. So we need to make sure we're showing up and communicating in the right language. Some people ask me if it's just being a bit manipulative, and it's not. It's really not manipulative. If, for example, you went to a bar into a different country and they speak a different language, you wouldn't think twice about trying to speak that language in order to communicate with them. So I'm going to go on and explain a bit more about these 4 different behaviour types. And before I do that, it's also really important to know that none of these behaviours are better or worse than each other. They're all just different. So we don't need to get any hang-ups about whether we communicate in the right style or the wrong style. There is no right and wrong. And there's no one that's better than others. It's just about really understanding and learning who you are and how you fit in with other people. Okay, so D is a dominant. So this person really thrives on solving problems. They're very active, sort of go-getter type people, and they need a massive goal, or more likely to have many massive goals, all on the go at one time. That's what really gives them a kick. So an I is an influencer, nothing to do with social media influencers. This theory came in 1956. It's been around for a long time. These are the people that really get their energy through working with other people, socializing, discussing things. People who have a dominant S style are very much about making sure there's calm and consistency in their environment. They want to know how change is going to impact them, or how it's going to tip the apple cart, so to speak. So is everyone going to be okay? It's very much about looking after everyone, not just themselves. C is for conscientious, and these people work at a much slower pace than some of the others. And they really want to go slow for a reason. They're not just slow people. They're going slow because they don't want to miss out on any important information. They're at their most happiest and most comfortable when they're following systems and spending time immersed in data and information. So how are you going to treat people? Are you going to treat them the way that you want to be treated, or how they want to be treated? So the next short video I do is going to be a game of 2 halves, so to speak. I'm going to explain with just basically 2 questions how you can quickly observe people's behaviour, decode it to work out their DISC style, and then know how to communicate better.